Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. I'm going to do the full living room Easter tour. And then, like I said, later on in the week, I will do a video and show you all the garden products that we use for our flowers and garden. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So let's get started. I'll give you a little view of most of the room first. Some of my favorites are right here. It is quite humid today. We finally got almost an inch of rain. It started, I don't know, about 5 a.m. this morning and stopped probably about 12:30 or so. And it's not but the low 60s, but the humidity is awful. But I am so thankful we got some rain because the pollen has been horrible. Now tonight's going to get down to 37 or 38, and tomorrow night is going to be 29 or 30. So all those plants we bought, we'll just push the smaller table with all the flowers on it back in the garage for the night because I don't want to take a chance on those petunias or anything else getting burned. That's the way the weather is this time of year, up and down constantly. 86 or 7 one day and then a 30-degree night. Well, let's get started on looking at all of the Easter treasures. I'll come around here so you can see. And before I forget it, I'm going to show you over the door where I put some of those beautiful Easter postcards that we've had for quite a while. They're so beautiful. I love that one especially. And I love this one. Well, I guess I love them all. But this is such a great way to display them and not have them in a little stack where you really can't see them. I love being able to look up there and see them. And then, of course, y'all know I put the ones that Garland and his wife Lori sent us. They're on the big Welch cupboard. Okay, back over here. I got that wonderful white bunny and planter at the sale where I got the teapot set that's up on this jelly cupboard last year, and I just love it. And they're in that beautiful copper pot. You know, it's a long oblong piece, but it is copper and brass, and they're sitting on the brass tray. And of course, they're on that wonderful little chair that stays there all the time. I have some of my small Bibles, and it might be a little hymnal in there, I can't remember, inside the cloche with just a little pot and a little brass key and a bird's nest on top. And in this chair, that little pillow I've had for a long time came from Home Goods, and the same with the little sweet bunny. And I took one of those little vintage wire egg baskets, the little miniature ones, and put some eggs in it with a sweet little moss bunny. And of course, that's that wonderful antique swan table that came from an estate sale many years ago, and I believe it was $20. Over here is where I put those beautiful pieces we got last year at that estate sale of that wonderful collector lady that was in her 90s. I kept my ironstone pitcher there. I love that, and it's sitting on a little pantry box. And I love this beautiful pitcher. And here's the little bunny cup. And that gorgeous cheese container. I just think that is wonderful. And the roses, they all came from that same sale. And I put that beautiful mother of pearl cross And there's that precious little bird. And by this we know love, because Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. And that's what we always have to remember. He's there for us. He gave up everything for us. But those were both pieces from our sweet subscriber and friend, Todd. Brad and Todd both have sent us so many nice things that I get them crossed up sometimes. And if I do, please forgive me. But I do appreciate both of y'all very much. And look at this set. Isn't it gorgeous? Just love it. And then that bunny lamp came from a yard sale also. And I still have the house blessing there and the beautiful house by the side of the road. My red and white transferware stayed up there, and I added these sweet little prints that came from a local primitive shop many years ago. The blue and white transferware, I kept that there. I just love it. And I added this sweet little Easter pillow and this beautiful little Easter piece. And that pillow came from a yard sale last year. I think it is just gorgeous. It's a tapestry. And on the back of the couch, I just love that quilt. So that'll stay out for a while. And then over the couch, I'm going to get back here and see if I can get closer and block out some of the fan, but I don't think I can. This is one that's usually down in the hall, but I just love these precious ducks, so I wanted to bring that up. I've had that for many years, and it came from a yard sale. I'll back up now and let you see the coffee table. And of course the throws everywhere. Cat likes to lay on them, and if we're going to take a nap, we cover up with them. So I'm going to sit down here so that you can see this good. I kept that huge, gorgeous, antique English ironstone platter out. And that bunny with the egg with the babies in it, that came from a yard sale many years ago. And then all of these are vintage Easter paper mache eggs. I especially love the red ones with the bunny. And I know one of them I paid $1.25 for out of a box of junk, and the other one came from another yard sale. But I just love them. And here's a full view of that. Those precious little vintage ducks are sitting on that tiny little brass tray with some old keys. And here is that adorable duck card. I just think that is so precious. I think that was from Brad, I believe. Let me make sure. I know y'all get tired of me. Yep, that was from Brad. Someday I'll frame it when I find the right frame. These beautiful bunnies that look vintage but aren't. They came from Tuesday Morning many years ago, and the three are sitting in that gorgeous old vintage flower seed box. I just love all the seed boxes. Maybe one day I'll remember and get them all out and show them to you. I have many videos that y'all want me to do, and I'll try to get to all of them this year. So I do love this display. Okay, I'm going to slowly get up. Gosh, my knees didn't creak that time. That's a miracle. Over here, most of it stayed the same, except I added that precious little dog ornament. Came from a yard sale, so it looks like it's a little Scotty. And I added this bunny thorium right there that came from a yard sale. I think that came from the same sale where I got that beautiful bunny lamp. And would you believe over here I forgot to turn on any of the lights? Not gonna worry about it now. But over here are some of our favorite Annalees. I just think they are gorgeous. And wonderful ironstone. In the picture, I just put those beautiful tulips and the other pink florals. And I hung that wonderful green rosary that we got Saturday at the yard sale. I put that right there. I still have the doorknobs there. And here's where I put that beautiful cross that came from the sale Saturday. And right there is another cross and a little sweet mother of pearl heart. And I kept this ironstone there. And I added that beautiful floral sugar bowl or biscuit box. I am not sure which. That would hold a lot of sugar, but I don't think it's quite big enough for a biscuit box. But I love it regardless of what it is. And it's on that wonderful old tray. And up there is that sweet wren on the doorknob print that came from Kirkland's many years ago. And I just kept the other things the same. This window stays dirty because it has cat snot and drool on it where he sticks his nose on it. He loves to get right there, and that's why there's not a thing right there. And it doesn't look like my Easter cactuses are going to bloom. They might not get enough light here, but I don't have enough room in the kitchen for them. So, but they're doing well. So maybe there's hope. And I just added a sweet little bunny right there. And I have this adorable little nursery rhyme book. Let me turn it this way so you can see it. Isn't that precious? Since it had the bunny on it, I put it out. And I keep that very vintage holiday book out all the time. I'll put this up here and see if I can show you some of the beautiful Easter pictures. Forgive me for that. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? If you love books like I do, this is a great one to get because it has something for all the holidays. I have this beautiful quilt on the back of the chair. I love all the pinks and the blues. And up there, my cobalt stayed the same. And just look out here at those glorious trees. Just think it is gorgeous and wonderful. Over here, my crocks, one has the hydrangeas in it, and the one on the right have the pink dogwood blossoms in it. The trees everywhere this year are just gorgeous. All the ones that bloom, the dogwoods, the cherries, the red buds, just absolutely gorgeous. I just put the little egg wreath there. And these bunnies came from a yard sale quite a few years ago. Just love them. And this plate, I might have got that last year, I think. And I have some rosaries hanging on that picture with all those beautiful pearl handled pieces. And I have the old church fan with the choir on it. And in this crock, I just put the bird's nest. I'll get back over here so you can see everything. You know, I love decorating this tree. And there's another garland of beautiful old postcards. Most of them are antique because they're the early 1900s. So let's start down here. Here are two precious English tins. They're thorns, and they're embossed, and I just put them in that old basket with some eggs and a doily. Another one of our small seed boxes, which the small ones are really hard to find. I just think that's a beautiful one, and I just put some eggs. And here is another old book, Little Jack Rabbit and Yellow Dog Tramp. It's a series of Little Jack Rabbit books, and it's on that beautiful stool. And over here, an Anna Lee, and some more vintage treasures, and John's tobacco tins, and some more wonderful old books, and that sweet little girl and teddy bear, and then a bunny under the cloche. Over here, had this bunny for years. I actually bought 2 of them because they are so beautiful, and Tuesday morning had them, and they do look vintage. And I have that sweet bunny and that little sweet bunny. And then right here are some wonderful old candy tins, Peter Rabbit series. We're so lucky to have them. And then this is another beautiful old bunny and egg postcard. And then these chicks are just precious. And this garland is made to look old, but it's brand new. It's Bethany Low or Lau. Another one of our beautiful seed boxes with just some eggs and grass. And I kept that historical lamp out. Now here's the centerpiece of this display. This tree always looks good, and I say it every time. It's good for all the seasons. Has some wonderful reproduction ornaments on it. I don't think there's anything old on here. I think they're all reproductions. There's some shiny brights. There's some Polish ornaments. Just lots of adorable Easter goodies. And y'all saw this cupboard in a separate video. So if you want to see everything up close, you can go watch that one. And the adorable Annalise down there. Love them. And there's the postcards from Garland and Lori. I'm just loving all the blue and white and the different shades of purple and lavender. And I did add that precious little birds and nest right there. Deb, my friend, said she thought that would be perfect in this display, and she was right. I love that little vintage perfume bottle with the purple bouquet of flowers. Love this old spice box. And this dogwood print came from a yard sale. And I'm going to show you, don't look at the mess in here because I did cook breakfast early this morning. But I wanted to show you where I put that beautiful coffee tin. The colors just were perfect in here. And right there, I think that is just precious with the chicks. And up there, the 2 pictures stayed the same. And I just added florals to the basket and the big crock and that adorable bunny. And then just another little pot of greens beside the bird houses and a little bird's nest. Right here is that adorable garland that Stacy sent us. I just love that. Down here, it's really not anything Easter. John's tins stayed right there. I want to show you that pretty bunny. It's made to look like it's moss covered, and I think it is just gorgeous. And I honestly cannot remember. I'm thinking that was a yard sale, but I couldn't swear to it. This all stayed the same. Love these vintage prints. And this over here, I brought back those beautiful convex glass bird prints, and I just put a bunny on the little drawers, and I put some grass and these beautiful eggs in the George Washington tobacco tin, and kept those other ones there. So this is all, and again, I'm sorry it ran a little bit over, but it's a lot to see in this room, and y'all know I love to share everything with y'all. So thank you again for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all just are the best. Y'all have wished John happy birthday, and he just really appreciated that. And I'm just glad every time I do a video to be able to read the sweet comments from y'all. So love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. We'll see you again soon, in a couple days probably. Bye-bye till the next time.